reporters to come down and talk to me and said, why is Biden so concerned about Bosnia and not about Haiti? Is it because blacks are involved in Haiti? If Haiti, a god-awful thing to say, if Haiti just quietly sunk into the Caribbean or rose up 300 feet, it wouldn't matter a whole lot in terms of our interest.
These are people who are assaulting ICE officers and pilots. Do those seem like victims? Do those seem like people who we want here? Welcome back, everybody. If you love America, this is the channel for you. Before we start today, Olight has sponsored this video. They're having a huge sale today. Y'all already know I use these lights religiously, but there's a few I want to talk about. First is the Seeker 3 Pro. It's got 4200 lumens, easy to charge, just throw it on the back, and it's got built-in thermal and proximity sensors to help from overheating. And then they just released a line of knives, the Splint and the Drever. N690 stainless steel blade and a sturdy contoured G10 handle. These knives are amazing. They're both great for everyday carry. But like I said, they're having a huge sale today. There's gonna be a link below in the description. Go check them out and get you some great gear. Let's start with this. If you don't know what's going on at the border, you're nuts. These people are illegally coming into our country and our officials don't care. Or they think anybody who says anything about it is racist. Listen to this person who married her own brother to get citizenship, and now she's making laws for our country.
We owe Haitians the right thing of allowing them to seek asylum here. When it comes to our immigration policy, for so many years, cruelty has been very much embedded in it. There is obviously systematic racism at play here.
Married her own brother. That's what you call fraud. You're working the system, and now you're in place to make the rules of the system? But I found this old clip of what Biden thinks of the people currently crossing the border. Listen to this.
The editor of a paper in the Delaware Valley asked their reporters to come down and talk to me and said, why is Biden so concerned about Bosnia and not about Haiti? Is it because blacks are involved in Haiti? Blacks are what at stake in Haiti, and in Bosnia they are European whites. If Haiti, a god-awful thing to say, if Haiti just quietly sunk into the Caribbean or rose up 300 feet, it wouldn't matter a whole lot in terms of our interest.
Yeah, I know. That's when Sleepy Joe could halfway work his way through a sentence. But how did we go from, we just don't care about those people, and if the whole spot of Haiti just sunk into the water, we don't care, it's not a part of our agenda, to now, if we don't let them in, it's just racist. Illegal immigrants means more taxes for us because somebody has to pay for them. But somehow the people who are trying to cross our border illegally are looked at like they're victims. If you're not gonna do it legally, you are an enemy to the US. Look at this. This is a perfect example of it. These are people who are assaulting ICE officers and pilots. Do those seem like victims? Do those seem like people who we want here? But no. The White House wants to take every stance except for take responsibility for it. They have let in 1.2-ish million illegal immigrants in less than a year. And the audacity of anyone still talking about shots or covering your face is beyond me. 1.2 million people have crossed without covering their face, without getting the shot, and with our current officials not caring because they're different. Because they're not going to be here long, according to Sucky.
Texas and setting up camps on this side of the border for proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test?
Well, first of all, I can readdress for you or re-talk you through what steps we
That
take.
is the policy for people who fly into the country. So if somebody walks into the country, right across the river, does somebody ask them to see their vaccination card?
They're not intending to stay here for a lengthy period of time. I don't think it's
But
the
they're
same
here.
thing.
What's the
It's not the
difference?
same thing.
How is it different? They can contract whatever disease is out there. They can spread it just as good as you and me. But somehow it's different. If you live in New York, you can't go into a restaurant without showing them your little ID to show that you got the sheep's milk. But people can walk across our borders, not have something on their face, not have the shot, and they're defended by the White House? I'll tell you what, if I ever go to a place where they're like, oh no, sir, you don't have something over your face, or let me see your card to see if you got the shot. I'm just gonna pull up a video of literally thousands of people crossing our border, or maybe the 1.2 million number of people who have crossed that don't have the same expectations on them. And then if you have something to say, you're just dumb. I gotta tell you, this administration just totally botched any credibility that they had with Corona. If it was that serious, they would be doing everything in their power to stop every single person at the border, at least make sure that they got the shot and have something over their face. But they're not doing it, so it's not. It's simply not serious. So stop playing that card, because now you just look dumb. Clearly y'all don't care about that. You're okay with looking dumb. Well, at least we're not in Australia.